What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the Fist Ninja. Got hand ninjas, now we've got the fist. Let's check it out.
Now tuning into the encountered culture.
Counterculture's in your face. Further pretend that you want it to end. I'd rather be drinking with my friends. When we go out, you never see us again.
As promised, today we are going to be looking at Fist Ninja. Let's see what's going on. Alright, so we got the Fist Ninja from the Mindless One Wave. Of course, we're under the Marvel Knights banner, Marvel Legends. There's your little Daredevil logo at the top. Flip it to this side, there is your ninja on the side, your ninja on the back. So rebuilt by Matt Murdock and Elektra, the Fist is a team of ninjas on a mission to take down the Dark Order known as the Hand. Flip it to that side, there's your other comic book version. But of course, here's what we get in the wave. So there's all your figures. There's the Mindless One. Really looking forward to finally completing that. There's your important information at the bottom. But let's see what he looks like outside of the box. Fresh out the box, first impression, it's a great army builder. It serves its purpose well. Of course, it's a lot of reuse, as it totally should be. You know, it makes sense. A lot of reuse from the hand ninjas. I don't know that it would have needed to be a completely different figure. It is a ninja that is meant for army building that fights against the hand. So why not just do that? All right, so looking at it, cool looking army builder ninja figure right off the bat. Comes with some accessories. Of course, we have the sword. We have some extra hands. That skull head, which looks really awesome. And the Kusarigama. I had to look that up. I was just going to call it a sickle. That's what it looks like. But I don't even know if I said that correctly. But there you go. So Kusarigama. All right, yeah. I don't know. Correct me in the comments. Give me a phonetic spelling on that if you know it. But I digress. Let's get into it. Let's take a look a little bit closer. So as I mentioned, there is a lot of reuse from the hand ninjas, but some pieces that weren't a part of the hand ninja. So you do get the reuse, but a little bit of additional stuff just to keep it, a little honest. Keep you guessing, I guess. All right. So at first I was a little disappointed because there wasn't a holster for the sword, a sheath, but you do see this on the side there. So there is a place to hold the sword. So taking a look at the articulation, of course, you do get some butterfly joints up there. You do have that upper bicep swivel, double jointed, but on pins, but the pins match. So not a big deal at all. Come down to the wrist. That's what you get on both sides. So same thing there. You do get that lower ab crunch down there as well as the upper torso swivel, so does give you a extra range of motion as far as displaying, which is great because I like to get these guys into all kinds of dynamic poses, so looking forward to that. Coming down here, you do get the upper thigh swivel, double jointed on pins at the knees. Here you do get that swivel at the top of the boot, which is good. And then of course all of the typical range of motion at your feet. So you have a lot of ability to pose these ninjas in all kinds of ways. Let's take a look at some of the accessories. First, we'll take a look at this extra head and go through the motion on the head. There's not a lot. You're definitely hindered by this hood on both heads. The one thing about this, the mandible doesn't move, so it is locked in the down position. So not too, I guess not too concerning. Like it hopefully won't break easily. I feel like that was on some of the Ghost Riders, some of my concern. But to this day, knock on wood, hasn't happened. But yeah, you are locked there. But all right, so going into that, you can look down about that much. Yeah, you see, you can try to look back. You're not going to get back all that much. Nothing side to side, but you can move it all the way around. So as far as like you can get all of this articulation here, but you are a little more limited in the head. Then if you wanted to see the head, what it looked like without the hood, really nice skull for all intents and purposes. I mean, even if you didn't want to use it for the ninja, I mean, it's just a really well done. You got some nice like gloss, clear, translucent, sort of plastic, little bluish color back there. Again, this is locked into position, so a little soft on the jaw, but still a nice looking skull nonetheless. Here we have the other set of hands. So you have two fists, two open hands, or gripping hands, I should say. One thing I do want to point out, though, you only get one of the kusarigama, sickle weapons, as opposed to like with the hand ninjas. I do believe you got two, or I just kind of mixed everything around and now he has two and I'm just talking nonsense. But you get one of those, you get one sword, so that's what you have as far as your accessories go. And then with this, at least the hood on this is more in place, so you won't have any of that issue, which does kind of lend a nice effect to that skull, because you could just use the skull as a skull sitting out in your display. For your size comparison, figure comparison, I do have the Fist Ninja up against the Hand Ninja, so you can get an idea of what they would look like side by side. The Fist Ninja actually seems to come in just a little bit shorter than the Hand Ninja. I tried moving it around just to see if it was how I had it leaning, but definitely seems just a smidge shorter. Not totally sure why that would be. They are mostly the same figure, so has to be something probably in the legs that's bringing it down just a little bit. But that's okay. Let's take a look with all three of these ninjas just to get an idea of what that might look like. And just in case anybody was wondering, that extra skull head does pop right on the Hand Ninja, as it, you would assume it would. The red's fairly spot on. I mean, the red on the Hand Ninja is slightly darker, but not that noticeable. Here we have all three of the ninjas up against each other, so you can get an idea of what they might look like in your display, depending on how you're going to do it, if you're going to have them fighting against each other or even in the same area. But then, you can just get an idea of what the aesthetic might be. I'm thinking the height discrepancy probably just based on, the figures, being that they are mass produced, it probably comes in just a little bit shorter due to error or whatever, because it is more similar to the Black Hand Ninja, and these are exactly the same molds. So that's all that I'm thinking on that. You guys let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. All right, folks, so there you have it. There is your Fist Ninja from the Marvel Knights Mindless One Build-A-Figure Wave Marvel Legends series, coming at you. A newer line, all in the window package again. So we are happy about that, right? Decent figure all around. You're not gonna, write home to anybody about this figure. It's not blowing away any standards by any means. Certainly a ton of reuse, certainly a basic figure, but it is an army builder, and for those of us who are into having those in our collection, perfectly good on that level alone. So happy to add this to the collection. There's a lot of ninjas now in the street level scene. You got to figure that out. Maybe you got to get two different street level scenes. I'm kind of mixing eras anyway, so maybe break it up, see where that goes. But I do kind of like the amalgamation of the eras and how that kind of goes together, and just having figures from different eras all mixed together. But that's it. It's a basic figure, but it's nice for what it is, so I can't complain about that. Anyway, appreciate you guys for coming and hanging out, watching the video, seeing what's going on, coming back. If it's not your first time here, I certainly appreciate you for continuing to come back. However, if it is your first time here, hey, thanks for dropping in. Definitely appreciate that. You certainly have plenty of options as far as watching these types of videos on YouTube. So the fact that you chose to come here and you've made it this long, I'm happy about that. So appreciate that. Of course, if you are over on Instagram or you are over on Whatnot, feel free to head over there and check those out as well. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe below. And until next time, take it easy.
I've been erased, I've been encountered culture, it's in your face. It's fun to pretend that you want it to end. I'd rather be a drinking with my friends. When we go out, you never see us again.